Hey guys, Josh here and welcome back to another Mass Effect Andromeda video. They've released the next gameplay one and it's been only barely a week. I think it's just less than a week actually, which is nice. I'm guessing this is going to be a weekly series, which is awesome. They just for some reason released this one a little bit earlier than last week. So this is one about characters, although it's a bit about characters. The main focus of it is the actual sort of specializations, sort of classes really. Although they have changed the system. So without further ado, let's get in there.
Welcome back to the Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay series. In this video, we will take a look at profiles, favorites, and your squad.
Right, so profiles, favourite, and your squads. Okay, so just going to pause here on this very first screen. Trying to see if I can see anything different from last time. All the stuff on top right, and everything looks the same. Except now we have some things in here we can see a bit about. Pretty much looks the same. You've got your journal, your codex, inventory's new, skills, profiles, and game. Now that is almost the same apart from a few differences. Profiles and skills I don't think were there, were they? I think it was just squad was the old option, and then you went into your skills through the squad screen. So that's different now. And you have actually skills and profiles being set out. Profiles is basically the new classes, although they're not actual classes that you pick and that's what you are. They're basically like bonuses to abilities, and basically you can switch between these profiles basically according to the playstyle you want to do. Game, I guess game is just options. Looks to be inventory, that's a new one obviously. Having access to an inventory, you actually get to go through and equip different pieces of armor and weapons. That's all new and really nice and very typical of RPGs, but not of Mass Effect, so it's very nice to see that. Codex is the codex. Hopefully they bring back the good old voice actor that did the codex in the originals. And journal, which is your quests, pretty much. Exit desktop, 'cause this is, guessing they're running on some PC, although they are playing with controller, and save game at the top. And then in the middle you have map, which is cool. It has like a deserty look to it. So whether that is just a generic picture that is always there, or whether that picture there changes on the planet you're in, I don't know. But anyway, let's carry on.
As you level up in Mass Effect Andromeda, you'll gain access to dozens of skills.
So you get to skills. So this is the singularity skill. Like you said, it has different things to it. It's not just singularity, and it just gets better and recharges. It actually has things about it, like I say, anti-shield, so I guess it works against shields better. You can have it so it explodes or it expands, recharges better, bigger radius, that kind of thing. Similar sort of things as normal, but tweaked a little bit, which is nice. And see, it costs 193 points, I guess, is how much it costs.
And over 300 skill upgrades.
On top? No, that's how many points you've got. Okay, so you get lots of points, it seems.
You to pick any skill without being limited to a class.
And they cost a bit more.
Create a pathfinder that is totally suited.
I'm going to pause every now and then, every time you see something new, just to check things, something you reckon you see. Other than the fact it says cryo combo in the middle there, so it seems it's going to actually tell you when you're getting combos, which is nice. And I imagine you'll probably get bonuses on XP for doing that as well. So doing combos, as well as being effective ways of clearing enemies, is also going to be leveling you up faster as well, which is really good.
To how you want to play. As we discovered last time, there are three main types of skills in the game.
It's all the same.
Combat, tech, and biotics. As you unlock skills over the course of the game, you'll also start gaining access to profiles. There are 7 types. Let's take a look at...
Right, so we've seen this before.
2 of them.
Let's let one go out. So you got Soldier, Engineer, Adept, Sentinel, Vanguard, Infiltrator, and Explorer. They're all the old ones from the originals. And if you look at Adepts are specialist capable, all the normal stuff. This profile reconfigures Ryder's biotic implant, enabling her to defeat her opponents without firing a single shot. Okay, so that's if you're doing biotics. So, rank 1 bonus, you can see it's got a 50% bonus to biotic force, 50% bonus to area of effect, 50% to area of effect radius, so the damage and radius, 20% to duration, 20% to combo radius, and there's probably more. I think he scrolls down in a minute actually. So they're the bonuses you get for picking the adept profile, right? and that's only rank 1. Like it says for rank 2 you have to have 24. I'm actually pointing at the screen. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see me do that. Let's point on the mouse. There we go. That rank 2, 24 skill points. Investigate biotics. So you have to put points into biotics to get the specializations. So it's really good, this seems. It allows you to get bonuses to specific skills, basically. However, and I think this is good in a way as well, is that I saw a complaint, which I kind of agreed with, is that this kind of takes away the ability of picking a class and building that class and become really powerful in that class and feeling strength of, progression within that class. And that also then makes you want to try different things, replayability, that kind of thing. And this gets rid of that because you can switch between them. Although it's true, to some extent it's not in a way, because as I said, it's fact you need to have 24 skill points in investigating biotics. So it seems that you're going to have to be going down a sort of build, as it were, to get access to different profiles anyway. So, it's not like you can't just pick any of these. You need to be investing in the sort of skills that they affect anyway to be able to do them more effectively. I imagine you get rank 1 anyway. Rank 1 is what you get probably for all of them. You can just do that probably off the bat, I imagine. But then for rank 2 and then the higher ones, I imagine it goes up to probably like rank 4. You're going to have to be investing in biotics or tech or soldier, arm stuff, that kind of thing. So it is kind of balanced in that way, and that you still have to go down a tree for a character. So there is replayability in that, definitely.
The Adept and the Explorer. The Adept profile is perfect for players who want to specialize in biotics. As you choose more biotic skills, the Adept profile will give you bonuses to suit your playstyle. And as you can see, choosing Adept gives bonuses.
Right, there's some more here. So biotic echoes. Biotic combos can set off additional explosions on every enemy that you touch. That's good. Biotic jump and evade. Instead of jump jet, use biotics to jump and evade. Oh, that's cool. And then it doesn't say what rank 2 is. If rank 1 is 15%, then maybe rank 2 is 20%, rank 3 is 25%, and rank 4 is like 30%. That's just me predicting, completely guessing. They might even go more powerful than that, I don't know. But basically, yeah, if you want to be a biotic, which I'm considering, focus on biotics and then get these extra profiles basically up to rank 4, and then you can be really, really powerful and get so much extra damage with your biotics. It'd be amazing.
The duration and damage of your biotics. The more you invest in those skills, the higher level profiles you can unlock.
Cool, yeah.
Or maybe you want to be
rank 5 it said then, I think. Didn't it say rank 5?
Or maybe you want
no, go back a bit.
profiles you can unlock.
Right. Kinetic Master has unlocked. The Adept profile is now at rank 5. That's rank 5. I wonder how high they go. I assume rank 4 was like the highest for some reason. Maybe, I don't know why I had rank 4 in my head.
Versatile.
Maybe rank 5 is the highest. Rank 2. Oh, he's gone to the Explorer now. Did he switch before?
Or maybe you want to be more versatile.
Oh, he didn't. But here you go. He's got, he's rank 3. But he's rank 2 for Explorer. I think Explorer's an all-rounder kind of you can focus in. Which I guess is kind of for, I don't know, people who haven't really decided as much. They get a bit of everything. It's kind of an all-rounder class, which is kind of useful in a way, but
choosing some combat mixed with biotic and tech skills.
Yeah.
This will unlock the Explorer profile, giving you perks and buffs that enhance all your abilities.
Okay, so you're getting the weapon damage, you're getting like 2 of each, it seems. Or a few of each. You're getting some weapon damage and resistance, some tech recharge speeds, and biotic power damage and things. So basically, and you get a biotic blink, which is quite cool. And hopefully you get that anyway from normal.
And of course, you can swap.
So that's going as well, actually. Quickly go back again. It seems that all these skills, such as... I'm trying to get to the right bit.
It's all your abilities.
So you got biotic blink. It's kind of like a perk for getting the different ranks. And back here on the Adept, where was it? You get the biotic echoes and the jump and evades. Basically, it seems for the different ranks you do, you get better abilities, passive sort of stacks and stuff on your numbers anyway. You're also getting an actual ability as well for getting through the different ranks, which is really cool. So it's something to really work towards by progressing through these trees.
Using some combat mixed with biotic.
Let's carry on.
Giving you perks and buffs that enhance all your abilities. And of course, you can swap these profiles at any time, allowing you to keep the action fresh, giving you a number of ways to tackle every battle, and making sure you never feel locked into a particular style of play. This brings us to favorite.
Right, so this is the favourite system they've added in. It's a very nice way of doing things. So you have basically different, you can choose what your free ability is going to be and what your profile is going to be. So initiative commando, I guess, is the soldier type class profile. Got a favourite free here. It's got kinetic welder. Kinetic welder. Kinetic welder is the adept. So got pull, charge, throw. Basically, you can have these and you switch between them on whim in battle. But there is a cooldown. It goes into that in a second. Let's carry on.
Favorites. Favorites are a quick way to map 3 skills and a single profile to one slot. Anytime during combat, you can switch between one of these 4 slots, giving you access to up to 12 of your favorite skills during the course of a single fight.
So yeah, you basically you're getting access to 12 skills, and you switch between them, which is very nice. And he shows gameplay of that soon. Basically, he starts as tech, and then he goes into biotics, and then he switches to damage, like soldier, basically.
Here's an example.
Here we go.
In this battle, I've equipped a favorites loadout designed for long-range combat, utilizing cloak and a sniper rifle to suppress oncoming enemies. The sniper alone isn't enough, so I'll deploy an assault turret and toss some grenades before switching to my second favorites loadout. It's designed for close quarters combat. Loading these new abilities puts them in a cooldown by default, so I'll have to make do with my shotgun until they're ready.
So yeah, basically when you switch to a new profile or favorite, so a new set of skills and a new profile, when you switch to them in battle, there's a cooldown. Basically, all you can use is your weapons and melee maybe. But yeah, basically your abilities are gone for a minute, and you can see the bar going up, cooling down here, see? And so it's not too long, but basically, yeah, for a little bit, short amount of time, you can't use your abilities when you switch in battle. That's just balancing's sake, because you could just constantly be switching back and forth, back and forth, back and forward, and it'd be stupid. But yeah, this is very nice. He started his tech. He's being a sniper. He's being stealthy. He's cloaking and disappearing, picking off the enemies. And then when he's got this big guy coming up, he switches to an up close and personal guy with a shotgun. So he's not only switching his abilities, he's switching his weapons as well. I don't know whether that comes with the favorite, or whether he just switches anyway. I'm not sure.
Fiend is too powerful, and I'm not in any position to take it out immediately. But my new favorites.
Yeah, actually, he's still got the sniper on his back. So yeah, you can't. The favourites don't switch between weapon loadouts, they only switch between abilities. So you bring a loadout with you, basically.
I'll make my getaway using biotic charge and then maneuver around this group of enemies.
Very nice.
This favorite...
it's also, there's tech armour there. Tech armour, very nice looking tech armour. Oh, it looks so nice and glowy. I love tech armour. It just looks so cool.
This favorites loadout is particularly combo friendly, so I'll engage by comboing Cryo Beam and Lance for an explosive result, then clean up with my shotgun. It looks like the Fiend has taken an interest. I'll do what I can from a distance before switching to my third favorites loadout. One that emphasizes ranged biotic abilities such as Backlash and Shockwave, as well as Flamethrower. Let's see if we can find a better vantage point and stall the Fiend's approach.
He's got a flamethrower, he's got this shield thing. Lance and the flamethrower. So this is the shield.
Using Backlash, I can shield myself from incoming fire and deflect it back at the enemy. This is particularly useful against large crowds of enemies.
Good, yeah.
However, this horde is scattered, so I'll need to regroup.
So basically, yeah, you can put a shield up, and if you've got a fuck ton of enemies shooting you, you absorb all the bullets, and then you can just send it back out to them all. It's really cool.
Looks like the Fiend has other plans. I'll stand my ground by using Shockwave, and then follow that up with Flamethrower.
Nice.
The Fiend is hurt, but it's going to take more than that to defeat it. Switching to my final favorites loadout, I'll engage the Fiend with soldier-focused abilities.
So yeah, he's got his concussive shot, grenades, and all that. Yeah, trip mine, flat cannon. So, let's go back a tiny bit. Obviously, you don't have to do it this much. He goes from one favourite to the other, to the other, to the other. You don't have to do that, obviously. And some people might not want to do that. And it's entirely, like I said, there's some kind of customization. You don't have to do that. If you really don't want to, you just pick it and you just stick with it. Or maybe you have one or two. I personally will probably have one or two. I love biotics and I love techy I love having the tech shield up and all that kind of thing, especially with what I did a Sentinel in my last playthrough on the channel here. So what I'm thinking probably going to do is I'm going to have two builds. I'm going to focus on tech and biotics. So I'm going to have two favourites. I'll have a biotic adept one and the tech one, engineer. So basically I'm making a Sentinel basically by having the two separate trees. So I'll focus on those two equally, although probably lean more towards biotics. Have those two favourites set up and then basically hang back a bit, snipe like he does, cloak and pull up my turrets and that kind of thing. And then when I want to get in there and start dealing damage, switch to my biotics. And that's probably what I will do. But again, I might prefer to have maybe 3 or even 4. Like I said, it's entirely up to you what you want to do, which is really nice. Yeah, to switch between, you know, different loadouts and builds basically on the fly, but there is a cooldown on it, and you do need to be invested into those profiles to get the full benefits out of them. So there's not a sense of that you can do whatever you want now, and you don't have to worry about making like a specific build. You can do that now, which is not, you can do that, but you still got to invest a lot to make the most out of those trees. Definitely. Let's carry on. So here we have our squad selection screen. Very nice. This is the 6 characters then that are in the game. We've seen all of them, but this is confirming now. This is the squad you're going to have. So you have Cora, Joel, Vetra, Drac, PB and Liam. We know all about them. Well, we know about most of them. Some of them we don't know as much about. Joel is the new race. I forgot what they were called already. Ungol, something like that. Joel is a he, by the way. People were thinking it was a she. No, it's a he. Vetra is a she, Drac is a he, PB is a she, he's a he, she's a she. But yeah, don't assume my gender. But yeah, these are the different, and it gives little things. So she's a biotic commando, so she's a bit of shooting and biotics. He's a resistant fighter, which really backs up my theory I've put in previous videos of the Ket are basically like an empire who are like enslaving Andromeda. And if he's a resistance fighter, then he's fighting back against them, clearly. And it seems that there's basically a resistance movement against an empire, and you're going to kind of lead some sort of revolution, which is what I've hinted at. You know, what has been hinted at and what I've suggested through previous videos with theories, and that right back ages ago to when I was just doing my little information series when we hadn't even seen any gameplay yet. So yeah, that really supports it, and it's a really cool story, in which case is that basically you are just helping overthrow an evil empire, which is very nice. And it's been done before, but not in Mass Effect, and it could be done really well on a galactic scale. Is very nice. Yeah, overthrowing like a regime on a galactic scale is really cool. Vetra is a female Turian. She's a drifter mercenary, so she's just a mercenary that goes around a bit, I guess. Drac is a veteran warrior, so he's just a really, battle-hardened veteran of war. As a Krogan, he's, fought through probably a lot. He's gone through a lot of shit. Pretty self-explanatory. He's your tank, and I think he says that soon as well. PB is a rogue academic, so yeah, we know a bit about her is that she kind of just went out on her own and just explored Andromeda a bit on her own back. So she knows a lot. She's very down to earth. She doesn't care about the normal customs of Rosaria or anything like that. So she's very quirky and really a very nice character, hopefully to meet and get to know. Possibly a romance option, already considering it. And then we have Liam, who's a crisis specialist. Don't know what that means. I guess he's specialised in crisis. I guess he's going to be advising you maybe to what to do next, maybe, kind of thing, possibly. Yeah. And you can view details of them as well, which is very nice.
And when it comes to combat, don't forget your squad.
Yep.
Each of your 6 squad mates has 3 active and 2 passive skills.
So they have very limited. They're basically like, their tree is basically like your old tree from the original Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. So she gets a few. She gets Charge and Nova and Shield Boost, Asari Commando, because she's worked with Asari, defensive training. You level her up and you level the individual skills and you get bonuses to them as well, which is very nice. So you get all these bonuses, and I think that's just to charge, isn't it? Yeah, so it seems they only get, did he say they only get 2 abilities?
6 squad mates has 3 active and 2 passive skills. In this case...
Okay, so 2 active skills and 3 passive. But I think you can switch these out, possibly.
Cora uses her biotics as a support character, and Drac is a brute.
Okay, it doesn't seem right. You can't switch these out. it seems, but they have within them their own ranks that have a lot of benefits, such as melee damage bonus, damage resistance, regen, duration, damage versus armor, movement speed. All that is within Blood Rage. Okay, and some of these are passive, some of these, yeah. So some of them are just perks and stuff like that that apply to these two skills. So although they're very limited in only having 2 abilities, the depth of these abilities is a lot, and like I said, they're up to rank 5. And then they'll be the same for all these passives as well.
Cruiser who can soak up lots of damage. Not only can you set your squad up around the battlefield, ordering them to defend locations, attack targets,
this I really like.
But you can also team up with them for devastating power combos.
So yeah, that is really cool. I love that, and it's something I started doing a lot. Especially in this playthrough I've done on my channel, is that I've really started using combos a lot. Sometimes I set them up so that I get them to do, especially biotic ones. I'd have Liara call in her singularity, suck the enemies in, and I throw a warp, and then that would just blow them all up. Or vice versa, I call in singularity and then have someone else throw the warp or whatever. Different combos. This kind of does it for you, which is very nice. And it's a charge ability that Cora has, basically where you freeze them, and basically you tell her to go and combo it, and she'll do it for you, which is very nice. So basically it's really cool actually, and I really like how it works. So basically you can do a lot more combos than just biotic combos. There is different types. It looks to be that you freeze him,
devastating power combos,
and she warps it and it makes him explode.
Power combos
very
activate
cool.
when you or one of your squad mates primes an enemy or groups of enemies, setting them up for the kill.
So yeah, you can do it, I think, and you can have one of your squad mates get them ready, so put them in some sort of stasis or freeze them or burn them, whatever, and have the other person do it. So very nice.
Then you or a squad mate jumps in to detonate and finish the job.
Very nice.
And you can always level up your squad mates to make them specifically good at priming.
See all the different abilities and all the normal stuff we get, and it breaks into 2 things: seismic or protective. So that's interesting. What does Nova do? Does it say? Challenge engineer at point blank, high damage explosion. So she basically just explodes in biotics.
Level up your squad mates to make them specifically.
So I guess seismic makes it do more damage. Protective makes it so she's tanking while she does it.
Good at priming or detonating targets. Subscribe to see the next installment in the gameplay series for a look at exploration in Mass Effect Andromeda. So
there we go. That was this week's video. It seems to be that this is a weekly series, which is very, very nice. Very nice to have these to go through every week. Lots of information coming up, and I say there's still initiatives. 2 more. I think there's 2 more initiative videos still to come as well. There's probably going to be a launch trailer in a couple of weeks. There is the beta coming up, a closed beta technical test, which I've applied for. Fingers crossed I get in. If I do and there's no NDA, then I'll be definitely doing loads of footage of that as well. So yeah, lots of content coming with Andromeda. Very nice. I'm very pleased that this seems to be a weekly series. Yeah, hopefully there's going to be quite a few of these. Very nice. So next week was the Explorer one he mentioned, so it's all about exploration, and it shows here him scanning planets.
Series for a look at exploration in
He's scanning planets, but it looks a lot more in depth. So they brought back scanning planets, but they've made it a lot more interesting than before, which is very nice. So anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.